There are 6 species of flamingos in the world, and they can actually be found in 5 of the 7 continents. It's interesting that God places them exactly where they need to be for the work that He's given them to do. This is the studio. We're going to be here tomorrow for the TED Talk.
Your work is worship. You are unique. His design is your advantage. Leverage all that He's granted. Be who you are, let your colors show. Flamingos, let the whole world know there's joy through and through. When you let God work through.
One of the things that I love to shift people's mindset with is that you're not the owner of your business. You're the CEO. And as an entrepreneur who has struggled and strived and bootstrapped to grow a business, that can kind of be a shocking statement sometimes. What do you mean I'm not the owner of the business? And I say, wait just a second. If your God has given you everything you own, does that include your business? So if God is the owner of your business, let me tell you about the freedom there is in you acknowledging Him as the owner and stepping into your role as the CEO. When God owns it, the buck stops with Him. The responsibility for everything is no longer on you. You just have to do what the owner wants. When God is the owner and you're the CEO, you're no longer selling you, you're selling what God wants to do for your clients and prospective clients through the gifts and abilities He's given you. When God is the owner, God pays your salary, not your clients, not the products you can sell. And so you can show up and serve with a heart of service that leaves aside any thoughts or anxiety around when am I going to get paid next? All of this is things that God taught us as we grew from a ministry mindset to a business mindset. And we're able now to teach that to the entrepreneurs that we mentor and coach, in helping them to see this perspective shift of God as the owner. The other thing that it does is it allows us to think bigger in terms of our reach. What would it look like if God could take my message around the world? How could that happen? The first podcast that we started was called For Your Success, which is still out there and available, over 200 and some episodes, where we were focusing in on how entrepreneurs overcome the hardships in business. Because even though we love it, there are hard times. Even though we're meant to enjoy our work, there's still some hard things. So how do you overcome those and keep going? And so then we shifted into the Flamingo Advantage, where we're talking more around your uniqueness in business and leveraging that as an asset. You know, a lot of people think, oh, well, you know, I teach this, but I teach it differently. Well, that's a great thing. You need to leverage that, because there's certain people that will be able to learn from you who couldn't learn from all the other people out there teaching it differently. And so the Flamingo Advantage podcast is all around doing business in that way, leveraging your uniqueness, standing out on purpose in the marketplace. Flamingos stand out in their environment, and you should too. God created you for that, to be different, to get attention of the ones that He is calling you to serve. The first ones were probably a little rough. The first episodes, I didn't quite know what I was doing, didn't have great interview skills back then. But as we practice, the Lord allows us to improve. And my dad used to say, anything worth doing is worth doing poorly until you can do it well. And I think anything worth doing in your business is worth practicing. You are becoming who God is making you into. This isn't just a journey for a destination. It's a journey of becoming along the way. And through the years, the 250 plus episodes that we've been able to create on our own, the hundreds of stages we've been on, the other podcasts we've been able to guest on and add value to other people's audiences, all of that has allowed us to hone those skills of being able to get the message out to people that need it. When you think about stages, a lot of people think of in-person retreats or speaking on stage at church or something like that. But really blogs can be stages, podcasts can be stages, in-person events, meetups, all of those things can be a stage on which you're able to share a message with other people. And one of the bigger stages that has opened up to us in the last couple of years has been with our mentors, number one, and that is, we've spoken on Jeff Walker's stage, we've spoken on Barry Bumgardner's stage, and been able to add value to their audiences, which has been like a dream come true. And then we've also found the door open to TED Talks. One of the most unique facts about the flamingo is that it's one of the few bird species where both of the parents secrete crop milk. They both care for and feed the chick. And as the nutrients are passed through the milk to the chick, the parent is willingly diminishing its own color and leadership status to nourish the next generation. So the TED stage is another one where it's an avenue that the Lord is opening a door for us to get the message out to more people across the world around being authentically you in business and leveraging that uniqueness to be able to attract the right people to your business and repel the right people away from your business all at the same time. Everywhere I go to speak, I always have people that come up to me afterwards and just say how impactful it was to hear that their quirks are okay, that not just okay, there's something they should leverage, something that they should shine a light on because God wants to use their uniqueness in some way. And that's what this is all about. It's about getting that message out to embrace who you are on the inside, because when you can be authentically you, when you can allow those hopes and dreams and unique personalities and interests that God has given you to come out and serve folks, when you can allow the faith that is in your heart to be seen by others and to be a light to impact them in some way, that's when you change your world. That's when your message makes a difference in their lives. And it's so gratifying to me to see that happen, and then even to see or hear some of my clients taking things that I've said and sharing it with someone else. One of my clients is a CPA, and she came to me one day privately and said, "Katie, you would have loved to be in on that conversation in my office today, because you know how you always talk about God not being surprised and knowing how to work all of this?" She's like, "I shared that with my client and they went away encouraged to share it with their people." And there's nothing better than that.